Hello and welcome to the Rip Griffin Center on the campus of Lubbock Christian University for this Lone Star Conference basketball matchup between the visiting Greyhounds of Eastern New Mexico University and your home Chaparrals of Lubbock Christian University, here live on the Chap Radio Sports Network. Both of these teams met up in the Lone Star Conference Tournament Championship game just last season, earlier on in March of 2024. And it was one of the most thrilling games in conference tournament history. And then with 4 seconds remaining, Eastern got the rebound, brought it all the way just past half court, and Lyron Bennett threw up a desperation near half court buzzer beater, and it found the bottom of the net at the horn. And that's how Eastern New Mexico claimed their first Lone Star Conference tournament championship last season, defeating the Chaps in what could have been their first time winning the tournament crown in the LSC. We're ready for action here in the second half of our Lone Star Conference doubleheader here at the Rip Griffin Center in Lubbock, Texas. We thank you for tuning in live on 99.1 Chap Radio, KLCT-LP, Lubbock, Texas. LCU dressed in the all-white uniforms with blue trim and blue numbers on the front and back. Chaps spelled out across the chest. Eastern New Mexico, as jump ball is won by the Greyhounds. They move left to right in the all-green uniforms trimmed in white, with Eastern and New Mexico spelt out in white across the top and bottom of the front numbers. Made its way to Caswell, but now 7 seconds to shoot. Miller Jr. on the left wing, attacks to the baseline, over the taller Austin at the elbow. It's good for two. Armando Miller Jr. gets the scoring started for the Chaps. 2 minutes down in this first half, LCU leads 2-0 and now make it 2-2 on a nice backdoor cut from Austin. And Murillo, seeing over the defense at 6'9", found him for the deuce. They inbound, and the half-court set to Duncan. It gets back to Muhammad, left wing. Open is Caswell with the left hand. Put it up and in. Count it, plus the foul once again. Another and one for the Chaps. Now into the lane, over the defense. That's too easy for the 6'9" junior Murillo as he put it in. Right over the outstretched arms of the 6'6" Sean Murphy. Now Murillo's going to switch on Muhammad. Here's Duncan, catch and shoot three, count it from downtown. The quick trigger for Ethan Duncan as he's 1 for 1 from deep. It's a 10-4 LCU lead. 15 minutes to play in the first half. Duncan around a screen. Now to Muhammad, extra pass, left corner. Najib gets it back from Caswell. Miller Jr., guarded by a smaller Mo Austin, picks up his dribble in the top of the key mid-range, looking for a backdoor cutter. Instead, Caswell steps back, and he hits the triple. Count it from downtown for Caswell, as LCU is 3 of 5 from distance. It's back to an 8-point lead. Here's a hard drive from Muhammad, all the way to the cup for two. 18-8 for Lubbock Christian. Now 5 of their last 5 from the field. Murillo, two-handed skip pass up to the top of the key. Now Whitley faces up on Miller Jr. in the mid-range. Out to the corner. Mo Austin on the dribble. Keeps it alive to Cooper Jackson with the left knee brace, just returning from injury last game. Jackson all the way down to the left block. Pump fake. Blocked by Miller Jr. and out of bounds. And it's off of Eastern New Mexico. A tip from the Greyhounds after a Miller Jr. block under the basket. Back to a 4-point LCU lead as Dow hands off to Ethan Duncan. Chaps moving right to left in this first half. Jalen Thompson finds Murphy straight away, looking for a cutter. Now around a screen, Duncan into the mid-range, a high floater is up and good. The elevation from the 5'11" Ethan Duncan. One of the top distributors on this basketball team now with just 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jackson, a hesitation dribble, left mid-range, the jumper is up and good. Back-to-back mid-range jumpers have been knocked down by Cooper Jackson. Duncan to answer, way downtown, you betcha! Count it from distance, Ethan Duncan. To Dow, now around the perimeter they work it. Around a screen, Duncan in the mid-range, back out to Ty. Caswell, catch and shoot three, count it from downtown. Isolation as he sets up on Ty Caswell. Behind the back dribble in the mid-range, back out to the perimeter. Feeds it into the block. Loose ball picked up by Whitley, and then it's stolen away by Duncan. Here comes Ethan in transition. LCU has numbers. Duncan's going to slow it up to the left side of the backcourt. Pass is nearly tipped, but Caswell comes down with it. 8 minutes to play in the first half. Duncan, the catch and shoot three. Count it from downtown. Ethan Duncan on fire from distance, and a timeout, Eastern New Mexico. LCU coasting to a 11-0 run and a 31-16 lead. 7:53 to play in the first half. We'll be right back with LCU men's basketball right after this, as Ethan Duncan cannot miss. 13 points for him. You're listening to LCU Athletics on the Chap Radio Sports Network. Inbound from Kendall Dow, lobs it up into the backcourt where Duncan catches and faces. Mid-range, Murphy, back to Duncan, the three ball, you bet! Ethan Duncan once again! He's 4 of 4 from three-point range. 6 minutes to play in the first half. 34-18 is the LCU lead. Murphy left side, hands off to Gonzalez. Now back to the Nebraska Kearney transfer. Backing down the smaller Austin in the lane line. Kick out to the corner. JT, this three-pointer, yes! LCU shooting the lights out in this first half. Their 8th three-pointer. 58 seconds remaining as they lead Eastern New Mexico 41-26. Greyhounds coming the other way. The freshman Mo Austin at the controls. Averages 9.2 points per game and a team-high 2.8 assists per game. On the drive, draws into some contact from Muhammad and goes up and over the defense for two. Tough move, as there's now a 17-second differential shot clock to game clock. Half a minute to go in this first half. 41-28 is the LCU lead, but a little bit of a comeback here for the Greyhounds to make this a ball game. Left side, Miller Jr., bounce pass to the elbow. Muhammad connects for the answer. Mid-range jumper falls for Najib. Now 20 seconds, shot clock turned off for the Greyhounds. 43-28 as Muhammad's got 4 points in this first half. Austin uses a screen from Murillo. Stops on the elbow himself. Back out to Clark. He rises from distance. Short on the triple. Muhammad with the rebound. At half court, the three ball's just short as it grazes the bottom of the rim. 20 minutes down and 20 minutes to go here at the Rip Griffin Center. Your score, Lubbock Christian 43, Eastern New Mexico 28, as the defense has been fantastic for the Chaps so far to go with 50% shooting from long range. We welcome you back to the Rip Griffin Center. It's a 43-28 score. Lubbock Christian all over Eastern New Mexico here at the Rip. And 20 minutes down, 20 minutes to go as we're getting ready for the second half here live on the Chap Radio Sports Network. LCU with the first possession. They move left to right here on the Chap Radio Sports Network in this second half. To the elbow, Miller Jr. left open, connects on the jumper. From about 10 feet out, Amando Miller Jr., just like he started off the first half, hits a mid-range jump shot to start the second half, and now he has 9 points on the ball game. One-on-one, Murillo into the paint, around the defense with the left hand, left is short and off the side of the rim. Najib Muhammad gets the rebound for the Chaps. Duncan picked up at half court in transition. The hot shooting hand so far in this ball game. 4 of 4 from downtown for Duncan. Good closeout on him as he dribbles in circles around the defense. Extra pass to Miller Jr., pump fake in the corner. Out to Caswell, catch and shoot three. You bet, count it from downtown. Jose Murillo is a force there, rebounding the ball and, of course, leads the Lone Star Conference in field goal percentage. He's going to be stuck on 8 points. Backdoor cut, Duncan, all the way to the cup, off the glass and in. He stays perfect from the field. Now 18 points for Duncan. Just his second two-pointer of the game to go with the 4 triples. Back to a 20-point advantage. Murillo posts up Murphy in the left block. Bodies him up into the lane, and a whistle and a foul before the shot. But nonetheless, Chaps have the ball moving left to right. Crossing half court is Najib Muhammad. The floor general, just 4 points, but also has 4 rebounds, 4 assists for a even box score. And here's a great backdoor cut from Caswell. He's awarded with the basket. Credit Murphy on the assist from the right side. Stretches the lead even further, 54-30. 16 and a half minutes to go. Hands off to Najib Muhammad, also a senior. Step back, cutting is Duncan, spins it off the glass, but just left it short. Ethan sticks his tongue out as he couldn't get the finger roll to go. Drift pass in the corner and intercepted on this end of the floor. Back to the Shaps. 3 consecutive turnovers for Eastern. Trailing the play. Caswell counted from downtown. Back in action here at the Rip Griffin Center. 57-30 is the Lubbock Christian lead over Eastern New Mexico, live on the Chap Radio Sports Network. Double team comes in the corner. Escapes to the near sideline. Extra pass to Miller Jr. 2-on-1 break. Armando up. Count it, plus the foul. And one, Armando Miller Jr. 12:50 to play. LCU 60, Eastern 38. Najib Muhammad at the controls. Left free throw line extended, bounce pass to Murphy. Skip pass to the weak side. Ethan, the blow by, the 3 ball off the back iron, but a big offensive rebound and a putback from Murphy. Sean Murphy rising to the rafters to grab that rebound and sticks it off the glass and in. 64-40 is the LCU advantage. Mondo Miller Jr. breaks the half-court pressure. Crosses the timeline, gets it to the ball handler, Kendall Dow. KD, a quiet 2 points on 1 of 3 shooting in 10 minutes of action. Shaps continue to work it around the arc with now 9 to shoot. Miller Jr., left side of the floor, down to the block, turn around, off the wrong foot. He got it to go. Mondo with 18 points to co-lead the way with Duncan. With a quick answer for Eastern New Mexico's got to start working in a hurry. Chaparral is really taking care of the basketball as well. Just 3 turnovers to Eastern's 10 in this game. 10 minutes to play. JT finds Murphy. Handoff to Muhammad. Switched on defense. Muhammad now with the mismatch. Attacks Murillo. Pulls up for the 1 dribble jump shot. And from the mid-range, that falls for Jibo. 6 points in the game for Najib Muhammad. And the second one right on cue. Rattles in and out. He's 3 for 4 on the game. And stuck on 19 to lead all scorers. 7 minutes to play. 71-49 is the LCU lead over the Eastern New Mexico Greyhounds. Hesitation and swished home 3. Jaden Clark on the jab step pull. Back within 19. Eastern still finding a groove here in this second half, but still an insurmountable deficit with just under 5.5 minutes to play. No look pass. Extra to the corner. 3 ball counted from downtown. Kendall Dow puts it in from the right corner. He'll walk it across softly with the token pressure. Crosses the timeline on the far sideline. Under 5 minutes to go. 76-57 lead. Pick and pop to Caswell. Now right side, Muhammad. Attacks to the right mid-range. Picked up his dribble on Whitley. Out to Dow. 5 seconds to shoot. Thompson through the lane. Left hand up and in off the glass. Nice attack and finish for Jalen Thompson. The Shaps look to sweep the season series in revenge of how they finished Lone Star Conference season last year, losing at the buzzer off the fingertips of Lyron Bennett to win the conference tournament. Inbound, tipped out of bounds. The Shaps keep the possession. Full court pressure from these Greyhounds on the opposite end of the floor. Now baseball pass up ahead over the defense. Caswell catches in the backcourt. And now Ty gets it back along the near sideline. Swarming defense and a whistle called. Number 13, Kevin Rankin, picking up a personal. That'll be his first. Down low, there's a pump fake and finish from Brandon Keary's 6'5 freshman. Gets it to go off the bench for Eastern. 85-66, Lubbock Christian on top. 90 seconds to play in this second half. Kendall Dow crosses the timeline for Lubbock Christian in the all-white uniforms with blue trim and numbers. Eastern trying to swarm the ball handler all the way up to half court in the all-green uniforms and white accents, all the way to the cup. Put it up and in, count it plus the foul. Najib Muhammad adds a little more to his total. He's now in double figures, the 5th Chaparral with 10 or more. Loose ball picked back up by Eastern New Mexico and then stolen away by the Shaps. That will about do it. 10 seconds to play as Muhammad's going to cross half court and the defense sags off. And JT takes the air out of the basketball. That will do it. Your final score, Lubbock Christian 88, Eastern New Mexico 68. That'll about do it for us as the final score, once again, your Lady Shaps get a 76-61 win. The players of the game, the two career high scorers, Macy Maddox with 22 and Tia Johnson with 14. And then the Chaparrals will have two players of the game in this one as well. It was an 88-68 win, and it's Ethan Duncan and Ty Caswell, both finishing with 19 points, your Chaparrals of the game. That's LCU sweeps Eastern New Mexico here at the Rip. We thank you so much for tuning in and sticking with us here on the Chap Radio Sports Network as you've tuned into 99.1 Chap Radio, KLCTLP, Lubbock, Texas, Lubbock Christian University student-run station, and the home of Chaparral and Lady Chap athletics. For Brendan Riker and Dalton Cox doing a great job producing for us back at Chap Central, I'm Nathan Karseno saying so long from the Rip, and thank you for tuning in to this latest production of the Chap Radio Sports Network.